What's new, crew? I'm Kyrie82, and this is Crossout. Now, before I get started, I know this is a little different from what I usually do in my videos, but I want to touch on this, the EA versus loot boxes thing. Specifically, they're trying to rebrand loot boxes as surprise mechanics to make them sound less bad. And it kind of reminded me of the problem that I have with Crossout with the debate between is Crossout pay to win or is it pay to progress? And it reminds me of that because they're both, in my opinion, they're both things that people try to rename as something else to make them seem less problematic. Take the teeth out of them, make them more palatable. Now, I will say that I love Crossout. I've got a lot of time put into this game. It's definitely time consuming. You can spend money on it if you want to speed things up, get the equipment a little faster. It is possible to get everything in the game just by playing, though. And that's where we have a problem with some people's definition of pay to win. Now, the argument I want to make, first I'll give you an example of why I think there's a problem and why I think pay to win pay to progress in this case is just as bad as pay to win. All right, let's say we have two players with 100 hours of experience with the game. They've advanced to let's say they're even the same level. Let's say they're like level 20, and they have all the equipment and all the parts and everything that you would naturally get from leveling up the factions, and they leveled up the same factions, and they happen to get the exact same rewards from all the fights, and they happen to put all of their money, all of the copper and all the resources, all that kind of stuff into the exact same weapons and such as they progressed. Now, on paper, they are on equal footing, and they should win 50% of the time each. And if they might end up with some draws or whatever. Maybe that's what would be happening most of the time. But the problem comes in when one of them gets sick of coming up with draws and only winning half the time. One of them wants to spend $100 on the game. Okay. So they go into the store, they buy $100 worth of guns and guns and other weapons and tires, wheels, and so they outfit their car with better stuff. And now this game does have a power system where it matches you up with other players with about the same power score, but it's not flawless, and it's not 1-for-1. Like, if you go in with a power score of 7,000, you're going to be playing against people that are like 7,800 and some with like 6,500 maybe. I don't know what the exact range is, but there's a little wiggle room there. And with a difference of a few hundred power score, you could have an extra gun or something. And I don't think there's anybody that would look at a matchup on paper and say, oh, the guy with one less gun will win, when they have equal footing otherwise. Like, that just doesn't make any sense. You wouldn't say that person is going to win with one less gun when his car looks exactly the same and he has the same skill as his opponent. Now, it's not a guarantee that you're going to win because you have one extra gun, even if your car is otherwise exactly the same. I understand that. There are all kinds of factors that are put into this, but the odds are in your favor and you're more likely to win. And the thing that put you in that position is money. You paid to win. Now, I don't want to ramble on about this too long. This is like the 8th take so far to get this ending right. But I kind of want to know in the comments below what you think of the whole pay to win versus pay to progress thing. And do you think that we spend too much time trying to work out definitions of things rather than working on telling these video game companies what's okay and what's not okay? I mean, personally, I see this EA thing as like a sign that it's really time for us to stop arguing about the definitions of things and just say, hey, companies, I don't care what you call it. You could call this whole process sunshine and rainbows. I don't like sunshine and rainbows anymore, okay? That's what it is. That's how it has to be. We can't worry about what we're calling things. It's not the name that matters. It's the definition. Me personally, I think if you can pay money to gain an advantage in battle to make it easier for you to win, that is bad. And I don't care what you want to call it, that shouldn't be part of video games. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you liked it, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and in the comments below you should let me know how you feel about various things, probably specifically the topic about the video. If you start telling me about how you feel about other things, I might worry a little bit, but go ahead. Everybody needs to vent a little bit sometimes. That's why I needed to make this video. But yeah, if you'd like to help support the channel, you can check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Kairu82. And that's all I got. Thanks again. See you in the next video.